Oh, shoot. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see you on the other side, my brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All my trade geniuses out there. I'm laughing because I'm talking to my guy in my ear, and he got me cracking up. He said he told y'all that I think he said he told y'all I was making I forgot what kind of Pop Tart it was today, but it was just too funny. V Brewer, good morning. T Brewer, my brother, good morning. Terry Layton, amazing morning. C Dub, good day. Oh, there we are making vegan tacos. That's funny. Hey, you know what? Speaking of which, I'm gonna make some vegan tacos today. Straight up. I'll share that with y'all a little bit later. Bodovan, happy new trading day. So good morning. Serena, good morning and terrific Tuesday, everyone. That's what's up. Good morning, Pivot Point. Morbid Drifter, good morning. Dee Dee, good morning. Khaled, good evening. Big Cam, Texas, good morning. PT702FX, good morning. Sincere, good morning. Blunt Machete, good morning. Mike, good morning. Soak, makeup artist hitting them finally. That's too funny. LaCria, good morning. Corbs, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me send out this last notification. Let everybody know we in the building. All right, cool. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payout in the building. Britt, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you too. For real, for real. Yeah, man. What that boy said I was making some tacos, some vegan tacos. Jazz Rich, good morning. How y'all feeling this morning? How's everybody feeling? How y'all doing? Let's get that mental muscle working. And let's audit those feelings. How are y'all feeling this morning? And then I'll let y'all know how I'm feeling. How are y'all feeling? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Inquiring minds. Trends Inquiring Mind wants to know, how are y'all feeling? One word me. Emotions. How you feeling on your emotions? Let's see here. Soak said ready. V-Boy said amazing. Paula said I'm tired but ready for the markets. Yeah, absolutely. I'm new. I'm excited to be here. LaCria, that's what's up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. We are glad to have you. Regina Beck, good morning. And she said, I am ready. I like it. Ready, ready, ready. All right, cool. Feeling good. Built an order block indicator for Ninja Trader last night. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up? Todd said determined. Jerry Jack said great. Like a truck ran over me, but feeling better than I did yesterday. That's what's up. Cora's feeling good. Super Spaceman, good morning. Serena said ready yet patient. Okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Super Spaceman said go mode. I'm in go mode. I like it. I like that too. Go mode. All right. So, yeah, there won't be, unfortunately, no DS today. Unfortunately. No DS today. But hopefully we can get a 15-minute banger. Henry Famine, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Blunt Machete said good. That's what's up. Still, what else? Who else? How y'all feeling? Let's audit your emotions. One word in the chat is to help you. That's why I do this, everyone. That's why we do this exercise. It's to help you. It's to help you understand what you're feeling, how you're feeling, whatever's possibly could be going on. So this way, So this way, you know, we have a sense of how we're feeling as we, you know, since we sat down. It's very, very important that we do that. Pivot Point said, bless. Sincere said, eager to learn. That's what's up. What? Why no DS today? Because we are close to, price is close to daily levels. Anytime price is close, it's not enough room for the strat to set up. So with that stated, there's no DS today. Well, I know there won't be one. The price is too close. I mean, soon as market opens, I already know it's going to hit the daily level, and then there will be the trade will be invalidated. So that's how I know there will be no DS today. 5-0 last night. 5-0 last night. I took it twice. It hit 5. Took it twice and went against me. Stop loss was only like $268, I believe. So it went against me. So I paid a business expense last night of about 570 something, 580, somewhere around there. Let me see. Something like that. 540, something like that. It's in the $500 mark. So the thing is, if it re-entered and it failed, like, let's see here. I don't know how many times it was. It re-entered and we re-entered, and looking at it, I don't even know. I think it lost like 3 or 4 times. But regardless, if you just took it your 2 times and you just got out, you were good. So, and the funny thing is, it went all the way to TP10 too, like in the middle of the night. I guess that was due to some of the news that was going on. Ty said, happy Tuesday. I'm feeling grateful. That's what's up. T. Pruitt said, blessed and grateful. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I should have taken that base hit. It's all good. It's all good, all good. You know what I'm saying? As you trade it more, you'll become more familiar with it, and you'll get familiar on how to take it, right? It's like with anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like the more you do it, the more familiar you become with it. Ricky Barno, damn, London looked good. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and jump to the Chizarts. Let's go there. Jump to the charts. Let's go ahead and go with our, actually, let me delete this. And then let's go with screen share. And bam, and bam. All right, cool. So let's get to news. And let me move this over here. All right, news. I'm assuming all of that volume last night was this right here, is what I'm assuming. We'd have to go back and check the time frames and kind of just go from there. But yes, that's what I'm assuming last night. All that, there's a lot of action going on last night. I was asleep. I was in bed at 8:30. Actually, I got in bed at like 9. I mean, like in the bed at 9, so. He said, I'm not tripping. I'm like mission paid in full. I love this. What? Bro, that's one of my favorite. It's funny you say that, C-Dub. That's one of my favorite scenes. Khaled said confused. We're going to have to talk about that, Khaled. What you confused about, my guy? Miss Impress, greetings. Yeah, it was multiple. Yeah, it was multiple. Absolutely. It was multiple stops on that trade last night. The good thing is we tried it. It was cool. Remember, like I told y'all, the more you take it, the more you'll start understanding characteristics of the strat. But we had a crazy run the day before, right? So there it is. You know what I mean? I had crazy slippage last night, and my business expense was $700 on 2 stop losses. No biggie, but irritating. Yeah, it's what we live with. Can we use entry from 5-0 as a breakout strategy this morning? Never. You would have to. Great question, Pivot Point, but you would definitely have to back test that just to even know. You know what I'm saying? You would definitely have to back test that just to know. So today, no news, nothing going on. I mean, we had stuff at 5:30, but it was yellow folder. So nothing other than that. There's something going on. API Weekly Statistic Bulletin. That's at 1:30. No one should be even in a trade or even trading at that time. So yeah, other than that, just some red folder tonight, CPI. Great Britain has their CPI tonight. So that could have some effect. Big news days, like we talked about, it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday. And then y'all know we have a bank holiday on Friday. There'll be no stream on Friday. And then I want to make an announcement. Tomorrow we are having the special guest that I've been trying to get for a long time. Finally, Pete, good morning. Good morning. Finally got them locked in for tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow on stream. We're going to bring them in about 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 10:45 Eastern Time. So that'll give us time to trade if we're going to get a trade and all of that stuff. But yeah, they'll be coming on. So everybody, make sure you're tuned in tomorrow. And, just kind of go from there. Surprise guests. So, and then we're going to have another one. I'm definitely trying to lock the other one in for next week as well. So trying to go back to back with that. Something I have the same special guest I told you I have been working on. So yeah. All right. So it's about less than a minute for the market open. But yeah, C-Dub, that's my favorite scene in Paid in Full, man. That's my favorite scene in that what's the name? It's a surprise. So yeah, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. I took it 3 times. It went against me, but with 3 micros only. That's smart. That's smart. At least you scale down. Smart. That's the win right there. You know what I mean? I took it twice. And I left it alone. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because all right, market just opened. I left it alone because I just know, like, a day after a major run, you know what I mean? Like what happened last night. It was just like I said, I've seen, it's the characteristics once again, like I've seen it. So I mean, I was gonna take it, right? I took it twice, but I didn't look for it to do too much. But I still took it because at the end of the day, we really truly don't know, right? We can't predict anything. But just based on characteristics, I just know when it has like a crazy run like that, the next day can tend to be a little lackluster. So I was just trying to get a base hit. If you remember, Chrissy was talking about that the area, I think around TP2 or TP3. I was gonna take profits like at the next, like in between TP1 and TP2. Right, it was like 3 or 4 different swing highs there from our previous session, which was from the end of the New York session yesterday. So I was gonna take that, but yeah. So, but I didn't expect it to do too much. So just kind of looking at what we got now. I know we won't get a DS because, as I stated, price is too close to this daily here. The other thing is, I know that I would not take a DS trying to hold all the way down here to 30.99. That is over 700, almost 700 points, a little less than 700 points. That's not even practical, right? That doesn't make any sense. So I already know to leave that alone, period. So what we'll look for, what I'm going to look for, I'm going to look for the 15-minute banger. And right now we have candle close on the 15-minute. We have the candle close at the 6:15 candle. And hopefully if this candle can stay bearish, then we can definitely possibly get an entry. It'll definitely be valid, and hopefully we can get an entry. So we'll have to see. And while we're just looking at that, let's look at the buy. Let's go over our bias. I like to do that. So, are you confused on the direction of NQ today? Gotcha. Well, just do this. Never ever try to predict it. Just let it see what it gets you. I mean, just see what it gives you. You know what I'm saying? Never ever try to predict. I recommend that to anyone. Never ever try to predict where NQ is going. Period. So, with that stated, let's go ahead on and mark out our time zones for the daily bias. So anyone that's new to the stream, y'all know I'm on Pacific Standard Time. So adjust your times accordingly. So these are times from last night. So I'm marking out 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right. Now, what is this? This is a portion of Asia session. This is a portion of a London session. And what are we doing here? We are basically trying to get our daily bias for the day. Now, we're not married to this bias, as I say that every day. This is not a prediction. This is just a bias, a gauging point of what the market possibly could do. All right. So we're looking for the high of this section, which will be a portion of Asia. You could say the high is here, and we can say the low of Asia in this section would be here. All right. Now let's identify the high of London. High of London would be here. Low of London would be here, this candle. So with that stated, we can see that London did take out Asia highs, but did not take out Asia lows. So we look for the market to be bullish. Now, we're not married to that bias. As I stated, it's just a gauging point because price is going to do what it wants to do anyway. And we never predict, right? As process-driven traders, we never, ever predict. So let's keep that in mind. Why is my indicators not showing? What's going on? Oh, it's VWAP tripping. Come on, VWAP. Let's go. All right, it should be showing. What's happening? Why are you not showing VWAP? All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, now where is my... Okay, so no FEGs on my chart. Why? I have no clue. So let me get them back. There we go. All right. All right, cool. So, this candle flipped bullish. So this trade could possibly be invalidated as well. We got 9 minutes before that happens. So hopefully we'll be able to get an entry, but we'll have to see because price is doing its own thing right now, as always. All right, so let's see here. All right. Well, while we're doing that, while we got 9 minutes, let's go ahead and get our mental muscle rocking. Let's do it. So, question of the day today. Question of the day today is... what is a gap fill and how do NQ traders take advantage of it? Kind of dealt with this, right? Y'all remember we dealt with this last week. What is a gap fill and how do NQ traders take advantage of it? I was talking about this. If y'all remember, I was talking about this gap fill, remember? I was talking about me waiting for it. So just remember, what is a gap fill? A gap fill is basically what? When we have a significant difference above or below a prior close of a candle, right? We had that. We had it this week as well. But if y'all remember, I think it was last week or the week before? Yeah, it was 3 Sundays ago. It was three Sundays from this Sunday that just passed, right? If y'all remember going back 3 Sundays ago, we had a huge gap. And y'all remember I was talking about that gap. I was like, characteristics of NQ, price always loves to come and take that gap, right? It always loves to come and close it. And remember, price was way up there. And I had been calling it out. I had been saying it. And then it ended up happening. I think that was that Thursday, right? It was like 2 Thursdays ago where we had that crazy 5-0, right? On Thursday. And it went into Friday and the gap closed all at the same time. If y'all remember that. So the thing about the gap fill is price, speaking from NQ, I don't know about any other ticker, but speaking from NQ, NQ always loves to fill those gaps. every single time. That's what I've seen. I've never not seen it fill that like that weak opening gap, like when we gap up like that, or even if it's not even the week open. Let's say it's like during the week. Just anytime there's a gap made, and the gaps are usually made when the market opens, right? When the market reopens, right? That's usually when it always happens. And I'm very keen to those because just based on characteristics, I know that price is going to close it at some point. Like I told you, I think I've mentioned this before. There's times where I've seen it close it immediately that same day. And there's times I've seen it take 2 weeks, 1 week. Last time it took like a week and a half. Before that, it was last year sometime. It took like almost close to a month. It was about 3 weeks, to fill it. So that tends to, it's something that just tends to happen. And why it takes so long, I don't know. But I just understand the characteristics of it when I see it. That's why you notice I always mark it out. It's not marked out on this chart because I had it marked out on the previous contracts on M. So I just got to just do that. I got to go through and, put all my reversal zones back on. I had started it, but I had some other stuff going on, so I didn't get a chance to finish. But I just make sure that at least I had everything set up for, had all my dailies and stuff set up for being able to trade where price action is at the moment. And I can say my characteristic stats is what I'm going to call it. The characteristic stats of NQ filling the gap is 100%. Now, I'm sure it's not 100%, but I'm saying what I've seen. I'm sure there may have been a time where NQ did not fill the gap, but I never seen it. So that could have been sometime before I started trading. You know what I mean? So just because I do understand how trading works, I always feel like nothing is 100%, right? So I'm saying 100% of what I've seen, of what I've experienced, but overall, I'm sure there was some point in time where the gap never got filled. I just didn't see it. It wasn't during my trading lifetime, so to speak. But yeah, so I just want to just put that out there. And how would you trade a gap? Well, the way I trade a gap, I use it as confluence. So with that confluence, I like I was telling y'all when it happened, and I was like, hey y'all, it's gonna come down, it's gonna fill this gap at some point. So Thursday was like, I don't know if it was last Thursday or the Thursday before, but whenever it was, that Thursday, it was a pristine time because price was all the way up, all the way up close to all-time highs, but not quite at all-time highs. And I think it made like a 300-point move, 400-point move. And y'all know, and it can move 800 points in one day. It can go 300 points down, 400 points up. Like it can move. So yeah. So that's what a gap. Well, actually, you know what? Let me go and let me show y'all because I think it'll be good that I show as well too. I know a lot of us, we talked about it, but let me go to a day. So this will be a gap right here. This is what we're talking. This is Sunday, right? So this is a gap right here. Let me just go up here and see where we're on this candle. All right, so we got like 3 minutes. All right, so this is a gap right here. When I say what a gap, right? I'm gonna let's see here. The low here is 3,100, and the high here is 29,980. All right, let me get my little tool here. All right, so 3,100. Open this up a little bit. And what was the high here? The high again was 980.75. Right there. All right, so here's the gap. So weak opening gap. All right, let me go back up here and check and see what's going on if I do this. Oh, y'all already know what that means. Trade's about to, possibly 15-minute banger is going to be invalidated. And if so, then there'll be no trades today, at least not for me. So, all right. Let's see. Emu, good morning, good morning, good morning. JR, good morning, my brother. Am I able to copy trade my live account with prop firm accounts? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are. Because it's basically the same process. So when you think about copy traders, while we're waiting for this candle to close, when you think about copy traders, the way that you enter your accounts into a copy trader, all you're going to do is in that copy trader, you're just going to put in your credentials, your TradeGheenyuz credentials for that particular prop firm. And then you'll do the same thing. You put in those credentials you put in your TradeGheenyuz live account credentials. It's the same thing. And then that's how the accounts get added to your copy trader. So that's why I always recommend using TradeGheenyuz as your broker, because not only does it coincide with your prop firm accounts, but it also coincides with your prop firm, your live and your prop firm accounts. You're able to do both. That's why I always tell everyone, like, select TradeGheenyuz, select TradeGheenyuz, select TradeGheenyuz. It just makes it that much better for a bunch of things. And boom, that trade is invalidated. I thought it was going to hang on for us. So no 15-minute banger today. No DS today. Hey, it is what it is. No big deal. Let me just put that out in the community and let everyone know that no DS and 15-minute banger is invalidated. I told myself I needed to make sure that I used to always post in NQ chat, and I stopped once I started streaming. So I told myself I needed to start being more conscious, just putting it out there. Today we sit on our hands. All right, cool. All right, so what we got? All right, cool. Today volume was so small, so I didn't want to risk. All right, cool. So let's get back to what we're talking about that gap. All right. Now, since we're talking about gaps, let's talk about it. So this gap, if y'all remember over the weekend, what do we had? Last Friday, we had SpaceX, right? SpaceX IPO came out, as well as we also had, I don't know if you want to call it good news, but for the market, right? For the market, let me say this, good economic news. Good economic news meaning what? The United States and Iran supposedly reached a deal, right? And the Strait of Hormuz is going to be opening up, right? And with that news is a lot of reason why we had this huge gap and this huge candle. So basically it was like all that news, because remember the market was closed over the weekend. So it's like all that news was just sitting there just waiting to explode. You know what I'm saying? So it shot up. And what that did for us, or what that did for the market, and well, for us as well, what it did for us is it created this gap, a weak opening gap. And remember, I always tell y'all that, what do? Mark these out. It's very important to mark these out. Very, very important. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the color. Yep, change the color there. I'm going to extend it. Extend to the right. I'm gonna put some text in there. Make it like 20. Bold it. I'm gonna change the color to, do it red. One of my favorite colors. And week opening gap. And then I don't want it inside. I want it on top, and I want it all the way to the right. Bam. Okay. And then I'm going to lock it. All right. So that's there. So week opening gap. All right. So price always, just like it happened before, like I said, price always loves to come down here and close these week opening gaps out. Sometimes they're not week opening. Sometimes they can happen during the week. But what I've noticed is the week opening gaps, they tend to be the more, how would I say, much bigger when we gap up. And a lot of it is based on like news. Like there'll be some news that are going over the weekend or some news that took place on Friday. But the market never really has. And when I say news, like not Forex Factory, not this news, stuff like the SpaceX IPO, stuff like that. Or I'll give you another good example. When they have earnings, like when Google has earnings, Tesla has earnings, Nvidia has earnings, those kinds of things too. That news as well. I've seen it do that, like gap up huge with that news as well. Because a lot of times that news will be out on a Friday, and of course we don't have any market closes, so there's nothing overnight. So that news will go out. Those earnings will go out, because usually the earnings are always go out after market closes. So if you have any earnings on a Friday, usually on a Sunday, I'm always looking for this gap. There's even some times where I've demo traded the gap, like the earnings report was good. So on Sunday, I'll be waiting for the market to open, and I would as soon as it opened, I would just hit buy just to see in my demo account. And a lot of times, most of the time it worked. Like I was able to, grab a nice little bag off that in my demo account. Let me make sure I make that clear. But yeah, there are some traders that even trade that as well. But these week opening gaps are very significant, and price will always come back to close these. At least that's what I've seen. I've never not seen one of these gaps not be closed. And like I said, example of that, I know I said it a couple of times, was a couple of weeks back when we were dealing with that. So as far as that's concerned, there it is on the week opening gap. We have 66 views, actually 72 viewers. We have 41 likes. If we can get the likes up, please, that'll be amazing. So with that stated, I don't know why my music now comes on this scene. It's crazy. My intro music comes on this scene. So I got some scene correcting I need to do, but it's just odd how that happens. So what is a week open? What is a gap fill, and how do NQ traders take advantage of it? So maybe I didn't speak on that part. So the way that we take advantage of it, we can, like I said, we use it as a confluence, and we use it to understand that if price is riding above it, at some point we know we're going. Kiara, good morning. We know we're going to get, at some point we're going to get that one day where price action is just going to be straight bearish, and it's going to go down. It's going to close that week opening gap. It's going to close it. Have I seen any? I have seen a gap down. Last year during tariff time, I have seen price gap down and not gap up. Gap downs, when it gaps down, it's even a more high probable confluence for that gap to be closed pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind. So we don't use them to trade, but the way that we take advantage of them is we use them as a confluence. So if anybody has any questions on that, please shoot, let me know. Let me slide back through the comment section. Got to run. Have a great day. Y'all get that. Yeah. Absolutely get that bread. Have a great day, Soap. For real. I think someone finger slip hit the right. Thank you, Soak. I appreciate you. Hey, Trent, how do you feel about Take Profit? Take Profit is good. They're good. I told y'all my list of how would I say, if I was to rank prop firms in the order from my experience, TEF always, because they're funded. So they're a little different. Now, if you're speaking of funded account, TEF. If you're speaking of prop firm accounts with evals, I definitely would say my funded futures, take profit, Apex, Lucid, Tradeify in that order. And why is my funded futures over take profit? Because they're both equally good. And they equally have this basically the same, almost identical rules. The only reason why I put my funded futures first over take profit, and this doesn't mean take profit is bad, because they are not. It's just my funded futures edges them out because my funded futures pay so quickly. I'm telling you, when you get your payout with them, I'm telling you, as soon as you click it, it's there in your account. Like literally, it's like that quick. I mean, I'm serious, y'all. This second, it blew my mind when because I started using my funded futures towards like the last quarter of last year, right? And I got a payout with them every month, October, November, December, because I started using them like, I think mid-October. Yeah, around October. And I got a payout with them October, November, December, January, February, all the way to this year. And man, I'm telling you, like, quick. They pay quick. I haven't had no issues. I'm telling you, as soon as you click it, give it like seconds, and it's there. I mean, it's there. And you get the email and everything. Now, I know everyone's experience is different, but that was my experience every time that I got a payout. And I took the max payout on the accounts that I had, which was $1,000 on my 5 accounts. So it was like 5 bands a month just off them for like 5 consecutive months straight. And I've never had an issue. Everything was the same. Let me say this. I did have one issue. The only one issue that I had with my funded futures, and it was on me. When you go in there and request a payout, it asks you to select the account that you want the payout to go to. So you got to have your account there. Even though the account is there and it's saved, it still asks you what account, because you can put multiple accounts in there, right? So I just had one account. So on one of those, I think it happened in December. I did 4. Well, I did the first one and I didn't select it. And then I did the other 4 and I selected it. And I noticed the one that I didn't select, it took like, it took a few hours. It took probably like 4 or 5 hours. And when I went back and thought about it, I was like, oh, I didn't select my bank account. So I guess maybe what was the delay. But when I select the actual account that I wanted the payout to go to, when I'm processing my payout, it hit immediately. So that's the only reason why I put take profit. I put my funded futures over take profit, but they're both equally as good. What Serena said, I'm guilty of that as well. Trend, since the live streams, I started having not. But yeah, I haven't been posting an NQ trap. But I told myself I'm going to make sure that I start posting. I got to start posting in there. So, and I will. Got to get better. A lot of things I have to get better at. Being on stream, got to get better at paying attention to my trades, all of that stuff. So yeah. All right. So where are we? Q, woke up a little late, but you here. That's what's up. Hey, Trent, do you think the war is really over? And do you think it being over will affect the market in a good way? Is it over? Who knows? Who knows? Once it's over, I believe it'll have a positive impact on the market for sure. I sometimes use gaps as target points, exit a trade. Absolutely. That's a great thing. What MFF account best? I have Flex account. Yeah. That's what I rock too. Ty. The Flex. Yeah. They have the Rapid and the Flex seem to be good, but what I don't like about the Rapid is I forgot what rule it is in there that I don't like the Rapid over the Flex. Like the Flex is A1. Yeah. Flex is A1. Posting this from my journal. Yeah, absolutely. My funded futures, take profit, Apex. Yeah, that in that order. Yeah, for when I'm talking about accounts that have evals, funded accounts, TEF, straight up. I got my 2 funded futures. I got 2 my funded futures, one for me, one for the kids pop, and I've been raising his so he doesn't fully blow it, blow his, and I'm up like 600 on mine, almost at target profit. That's what's up. How do you get used to holding? It's just going to take practice, Kiara. Yeah, the best thing I tell people when you want to hold, when you take the trade, get up and walk away. Like, don't look at it. Get up and just walk away. Literally, get up and walk away. Walk away. Miss TN3, good morning. Trent won't say it, but he loves Top Step. Exactly, Morbid Drifter. How did you know, my guy? There it is. That's what it is, JR. I knew it was something. And okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to put that up on stream. All right. So this is what it was. The Rapid has real-time drawdown on funded. Y'all know I don't like okay. Let me say this first. So I've noticed, and I like to share this with y'all because we are traders and it affects us, right? What's Juvier's he's in a long. Gotcha. Off his support and resistance. All right, Juve's in a long. Gotcha. D Young, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see here. So the Rapid accounts, right? With the Rapid accounts, what I don't like is I like how they try to rephrase it. They said real-time drawdown, right? Real-time drawdown and intraday drawdown, because intraday drawdown was the word that was being thrown around for a long time with prop firms. Now, my fund the futures, they got a little slick with it, right? They changed it from intraday drawdown, just the word, to real-time drawdown. If you think about it, it's the same thing. They're just saying it two different ways. It's like saying I have 6 in this hand and I have a half a dozen in this one. You're saying the same thing. You're just saying it two different ways, but it means the same thing. It's the same thing. So that's one thing that I noticed about my fund. What is it? My fund of futures with that Rapid account is the real time drawdown on the funded. I don't want that. I want end of day. If I can get it, I want end of day. So that's why I put this up here. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So when you see real time drawdown, it just means intraday drawdown. Don't let that confuse you, is what I'm trying to say. They're saying the same thing, but like I said, they switched it up because they know traders don't want to hear no intraday. When we hear anything about drawdown with intraday, just go the other way. Literally, like, you don't even want to mess with that. Now, there are times where you may have to, right? But we just know we always want to be, how would I say, we want to be mindful of intraday drawdown. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful of that. If you can get an account that doesn't have that, do that. We want end of day. End of day drawdown is what works in our favor. Intraday does not work in our favor. And I gave that explanation yesterday on stream. But yeah, JR, thanks for that. Appreciate that. No, not Take Profit. Take Profit does not have intraday trailing drawdown. I believe they're end of day as well. Unless something changed. That's another thing. You know what I realized trading these accounts for a couple of years and some over a year, that I need to go back and read through the rules and see possibly what has changed. I need to do that. Just to see if anything has changed. But Take Profit, no. They didn't have intraday. So, all right. And like I said, we just want to make sure we stay away from that. NQ on a trend line. If it holds, we continue moving up. D Young, good morning. Good morning. I've been trading while at part time. And when I wash dishes or something, I set my phone on the charger and watch it as long as the screen is on. Got you, Kiara. Got you. That's what's up. Yeah, Ty, I need to go brush up. But from before, no. And EOD, it has been EOD. All right, so let's go ahead and get to tip of the day. We got 70 viewers. We got 49 likes. We just need to get 21 more likes. I know 21 people. I know y'all can get that up for me, right? We can do that, right? We can get those 21 likes. All right, let's get that up. That's all I ask. The likes are free. They cost you nothing but a click. I know y'all can click. No, whoever the 21 of y'all is, I know y'all can just go ahead and click that for me and get the likes up. It helps push the content out, so other people can, possibly have an opportunity to find it. It hits their feed and they're able to jump in and, and help, and actually help themselves. So that's all I ask. Just get the likes up, please. All right. So where we at? Tip of the day today is confidence in your system is built through screen time. There are no shortcuts. Confidence in your system is built through screen time. There are no shortcuts. So let's see here what we got. It's 28,511. Yes, 28,511. 8% line for 2026. See Moody. Looking at take profit, and it says intraday on take profit a pro account. That's their pro account, right? That's the funded, right? And it says intraday rule 5. That's why I bought it. Got you. Okay. Let's see here. Intraday real time. Stay away from always a good day. Yep. So okay. So it's intraday. I don't. You know what? Maybe I've been trading it all this time and didn't even realize it didn't affect me. Fortunately for me, it didn't affect me. But yeah, okay. Take profit. So intraday. Okay. Their account's been good. I still like it, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go and read that and do some little research on that. But yeah, Todd, thank you for bringing that to my attention because I wonder if that changed. I never remember being intraday drawdown on that, what's the name? On the, in the pro account. So maybe that has changed since it had to, because that's something I would have been keen on because I loved my take profit accounts. I was getting like real nice payouts off them. And you can get daily payouts as well. So maybe that has changed. That's why I need to go brush up because I've been trading these accounts for a while. And I know that a lot of things have changed. Even Apex has changed, and I need to really, truly go brush up and bring myself current on that. But yeah, I appreciate that, Todd. Thank you. You said it's rule 5. Got it. Got it. All right. So where are we at? Make with the liking, people. Thank you, C. Moody. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. 28,511. Yeah, it's 28,511. It's 8% line for 2026. We just need 11 more likes, y'all, and we'll be up. All right, so let's get into this tip of the day. So confidence in your system is built through screen time. Remember how I always talk about understanding the ticker that you're trading. Know it like the back of your hand. You want to know it like your guy or your girl. You know what I mean? Or like your child. You want to know it like that. If you want results, right? I think you should do a series of passing an account for the people. What do you mean do a series of passing the account, JR? Let me know what you mean. So as I stated, confidence in your system is built through screen time, right? A lot of traders want results before they put in the time. You got to put in the repetition. It just doesn't work that way. You got to put the time in. You got to understand. You have to understand, how would I say, how that ticker moves. You want to learn that ticker. Like I said, you want to be like your girl or your guy. Like what I mean by that is, what kind of movies they like, what's their favorite food, what's their favorite restaurant, what's their favorite, what's their favorite color, all of those intricate things about someone that you learn, they like this or they like that and how they like it. Like I said, all those intricate things that you learn about your significant other, or those significant things, intricate things and significant things that you know about your children, or anything of that nature. You want to know your ticker the same way. Like you want to get to know that ticker the same way. The only way that you can do that is no one can teach you that. No one can teach you that. Remember, because that's going to be based on experience. That's going to be based on you paying attention and watching this ticker every single day. That's why if y'all hear me, I always say, what do I say? I say, if you made money today, that's what's up. Log out of your accounts, but leave your charts up. And what I say, even if you're just walking around the house, leave your charts up. Periodically, go back and take a sneak peek. Just see what price is done. See where it moved. If you see a big crazy move, go do some research real quick. Correspond that. Like, why did that move happen? You know what I'm saying? And then that's also something good for journaling. You know what I'm saying? You can journal that. Something good to journal. So just keep that in mind. That's why I always say that. You have to learn this. You have to learn the pair that you're trading, which is one of the reasons why I don't like bouncing around and doing a YM trade, taking an ES trade. Like, that's way too soon. You're shortcutting it. I don't care what anyone would think. People like, well, I want to get to the money. Okay. Well, if you want to be a profit-driven trader, I can guarantee you that is not sustainable. And unfortunately, it's not going to last long. Straight up. You have to be a process-driven trader. And process is what? Understanding the ticker that you're trading. That's why I only trade one ticker. I look at this thing. That's why I give you guys a bunch of characteristics. And it's not about being right. But what I can tell y'all just based on what we've been on stream for these 78 episodes of the morning live, y'all can say that I'm pretty much almost right on point. Pretty much almost right on point every single time. And that's all just based on characteristics. Because as I stated, I am not trying to be right. I'm just like sharing the characteristics of what I seen the ticker do. So just think that, like, if you had 100 trades logged in, right? Meaning in your journal, right? That's also another way that's going to give you the characteristics of how this ticker moves. But also, too, you have to be watching it. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be on the charts all day, because for a lot of people, that's not practical. You know what I mean? You have stuff to do. You still got a personal life, right? You know, some of us still have jobs, right? So I was blessed enough. Y'all know my story. I was able to be on the charts all day, 24 hours, all day for a whole year before I even learned the ticker. You know, I had a whole year of time to just learn the ticker. I actually had as much time as I want. I'm saying a year because right around a year is when I started really, truly understanding the characteristics, because that's when I became, even at that time, I had became consistent. You know, I actually became profitable. Profitable in the regard of made all my bread back that I lost, subscriptions, all that stuff, right? So be mindful of making sure that you're putting in screen time. You got to get into screen time. You got to pay attention to this ticker. Even if you can't do it like live, at least at some point in your day, block out some time and go back and just go look at what it did. You know, just go look at what it did. Start understanding the characteristics. But that's what I was doing. So for me, that's what helped me. That's why I can tell y'all the things that I tell y'all when I tell y'all about the characteristics of this ticker. It's never a guess. It's never what I think. I'm just telling you what I've seen based on characteristics of it, because I've literally watched this pair and learned this pair like you would learn your significant other. All right. So let me jump in here real quick. Got you. Okay, cool. I see what you're saying. Got you. Actually, we did that. We do that on the I didn't make a video on it, but we do it on the I did that on the overnight stream and our members only stream. I started I got a Lucid account, brand new. I started it when the overnight stream started, and I was showing the balance the entire time. Whether trade wants to, whether it's profitable or not profitable. I left my account balance up so we can see it. We passed the eval. All of us, we passed it. Like I showed myself passing it, all the trades that we were taking in the overnight session in our members only stream. And then now we are looking to take payouts. So I have 5 Lucid, because you can only trade 5. How would I say? They only allow you to trade 5 fundeds, right? You can still go, even with your 5 fundeds, you can still purchase other evals, but once you pass them, they bank that eval. Well, they bank that funded now. So because you can only trade 5. So I got one sitting out there. I got like one sitting back. You know what I mean? So if I was to blow one of my fundeds, then that funded, that eval that I passed that I couldn't trade because I'm already maxed out, it'll kick in and it'll replace. It'll how would I say? Not replace. Yeah, it'll replace the funded, one of the 5 fundeds if I blow one of those. So you can always do that. So even though you may be maxed out and funded, you can still buy an eval or a couple of however many evals you want. There's no cap to how many you can buy. But when you pass them, they just like bank them. They're like on hold, so to speak, right? They're in your account, but you're just not able to trade them until one of the 5 fundeds you have, you blow them. So that's pretty much the way it works. So I did do that, making a video. That's something I'll definitely have to look into, but I did do that though. On the live. I noticed you're not a member. You should get in the room, my brother. For real, for real. But I definitely appreciate the let me say this. I definitely appreciate the idea. For real, for real. So keep them coming. Yeah, keep them coming. JR, I appreciate that. Because that is a good idea. The next thing I possibly could do a video, but I did do it on the overnight stream. So in front of the people so everyone can see. Let's see here. Yeah, see that for real. Absolutely, I totally agree. That's why I did it, because I know it's easier when we're all taking a trade together, and we are, everyone's doing the same things, right? What I did that because that's a confidence builder. You're not just at home alone, not understanding how to take the trade, or you have to, how would I say, be typing into whatever chat it is, whether NQ chat or whatever, this, that. At least on stream, we can talk about it. We can also answer questions, because questions arise, right, as we're in a trade, just different things that are, can pop in our head. So the good thing is the overnight stream allows us to target that. Kara said it really is. I'm not a member yet, but I've been here since March, and I'm glad it's helped a lot. Even when you mess up, you're able to reset every day and do it again tomorrow if you can still trade. Absolutely. I haven't been doing too good with trading lately, so went back to paper trading. Seems I do good when paper trading, but when I live trade, it seems like I lose the trades. Yeah, Jerry Jack. I activate my eval. I activate it. It's activated. That's what I'm saying. So I activated and just sitting back there. I did. I've done that with my fund of futures. When y'all hear me say I have like 13 accounts with my fund of futures, but the max is 5, it's because I have my 5, but I also have 7 evals as well. Because those I get those most of those accounts I get free. So when I get a free one, I trade it with everything else. And then when I pass it, I pass it, I activate the eval, and then it just sits, it banks. So yeah, it's not activating it. I activate it immediately. But now that eval is not an eval anymore, it's a sim funded, and they bank the sim funded. So that's how they do it in my fund of futures. That's how they do it in Lucid, because that's the only 2 that I've done it with. So that I can say, that's how they do it. I totally agree to that, what Kiara said. But D Young, just hang in there. Yeah, just hang in there, D Young. Hopefully you're journaling your demo trades, and also demoing your live trades, and just see what you can see, if you find any differences there. See if your emotions are different. I don't know, for what I've come to learn is, when I was demo trading, it seems like my emotions was way less, because it's like I was just taking a trade with like no emotions. I had noticed with my demo trades, but then in my live trades, it was a little bit more emotions, because I'm like, okay, it's live. You know what I'm saying? So, something that I noticed that I was doing, but just hopefully you're journaling it, and then you're gonna have to go into your journal to see. You know what I'm saying? But because in your journal, it needs to have everything: your emotions, how you felt. Because I can guarantee you, when we're demo trading, our emotions are way, way low and way down than when we are live trading. It's just the nature of just being human, right? And also still learning how to master this skill. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Let me get down. But it's good that you went back to demo trading though, and paper trading. That's a good thing. If you start losing, go down. D Young, what if you don't mind me asking, what strategies do you trade? Gotta run, y'all. See everyone at 5:00. Thanks, Trent. Appreciate you as always. Oh, absolutely, Serena. Have a good day. Have a great day. Yeah, human nature. Definitely human nature. Definitely human nature with that with the demo trading. Difference between feelings with demo trading and live trading. It is what it is. I've experienced it. I can say it's a real thing. So I definitely understand D Young, but if you don't mind me asking, like, what strategies do you trade? That'd be the first thing. Like, let's see if we can lock this down. Marvin, what's good, my brother? Quick question. Yeah, talk to me. Well, that's what's up, Kiara. Kiara's a member. Welcome. That's what's up, Kiara. Welcome. It's the best 45 cents a day that you will ever spend in your life, because that's what it comes out to. 45 cents a day. That's what $9 comes out to on 20 trading days. Yeah, it's okay. Let me go here. I want to get accounts for my kids. Which one do you recommend? I know I have Lucid Flex 150. That's going to be the accounts I would recommend. Marvin, is going to be the ones that whatever strategies you decide to trade. So if you're going to be trading the 5.0 for them, then you got to get one. Then I would say get the 150K Flex. If you're going to trade a daily strat, then you can get 50Ks for those. If you're going to be trading the 15-minute banger, or you're going to be taking lazy's call outs, I would say 100K for that one. That's what I would say. So remember, the accounts is always going to be dependent on the strategy that you trade. I said this. Yeah. So that is a good thing. And it's funny how, like you said, even after a year, you still get nerves. Think about it. It's going to take, all those things are going to take time for us to overcome, right? It takes some time. It's just what it is. But at least for you, Jerry Jack, you found a way to, I call that like a coping skill, right? That's what I call it. Knowing that you got these nerves and you're trying to figure out a way to help that, right? You're trying to find out some type of solution, right? And I call it a coping skill because it's not like a one solution fix and then it's all good. It's something that you got to continuously work at because it's something that you're dealing with every time that you show up on the charts. So I call that a coping skill. And for you, your coping skill is, you pray just to calm your nerves. That's a good thing. Whatever it is that you got to do, whether it's praying, whether it's getting up and stretching, whether it's taking a walk, some deep breaths, everyone's coping skill is going to be different. But these nerves are a real thing. They are a real thing, period. So D Young said, I do support and resistance. I got it from Juvier. Copy that. So I would ask you this. D Young, how much back testing have you put into your support and resistance strategy? I'm not trying to call you out. This ain't a call out. I'm really, really trying to figure out when I ask these questions to anyone, it's not a call out. I don't care if you say I haven't back tested that much. Okay, if that's the case, then we know that that can be the issue, right? That we need to back test more. We need to go back and back test it. So when I ask these questions, I'm not calling you out or trying to, do anything like that. I am definitely trying to pinpoint what may be missing. So that's why I'm asking, because I'm just going off of your statement. You said that you've been losing a lot. So I'm trying to pinpoint that so we can stop that. We can fix that. We can, so I have to ask these questions. So whatever the answer is, don't be, whoever it is, don't be afraid to say what you are or you aren't doing. It's okay. This ain't a contest. You know what I mean? It's not a contest. This is us really getting to the bag, and we got to understand whatever whatever that we're not doing, or whatever we're missing out on, or whatever that we could add to our game. There's something there that is missing. Just always remember that for all of us. That goes for me as well. Anyone that's trading, when something is going on, there's something missing, something off, but it's something. And we just have to pinpoint exactly what that is. Once we pinpoint what that is, then now we have an opportunity to help overcome whatever it is that we're dealing with. That's why I ask these questions. So just know that. And let's see here. Marvin said, you only trade the 5-0? You're not trading any other strat? Well, then you already know the answer to that, my brother. Yeah. T. Tasha. Yeah, we happy too, Kara. For real. The members only stream is super fun. We'll be in there going in and there. It's fun. This is a relaxed environment, but it's truly like a relaxed place to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's really cool. And we trade the same strategy, the same time every day, Sunday through Thursday. It's an overnight strategy. So it's an opportunity to come in there. We're all learning. We're all doing the same thing. The only thing that may change is everyone has different ways, their own strategy of how they take profits. And guess what? That's cool too, because that's another way for you to learn, right? Because I'm always say this, I think Ta so far, Ta has had he has the best take profit taking profits within that trade strategy, and I like it. It's a good one. He takes a base hit and then he leaves runners every time. So that's a great strategy. So it's a way for to come in and learn. And Tasha, let me just put the I'll put the link, the members only link in the chat. Here we are. Boom. All right. And bam. All right. So I'm dropping the members only link in the chat. And bam, it's there. So how can we see the overnight strategy or join in? LaCria, I just dropped the link. Let's go to the link. Like I said, it's the best 45 cents a day you'll ever spend. Probably not enough. I backtest once a week. I do most of my testing during Asia session nightly by paper trading. Got you. So D Young, so Lil Killer Loco, ¿qué pasó? Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's right, Marvin. That is why you do that. Took another base hit using the orb. That's what's up. Okay, so D Young, you said probably not enough. Let me ask you this, D Young. Have you back tested your support and resistance strategy going back 3 years from whenever you started trading it? I'm not saying 3 years from today. I'm just saying from if you started trading it 5 months ago, 6 months ago, whenever that was, because I know you've been in the community for a while. If you started back testing it, have you started back testing it going back 3 years? Have you back tested it going back 3 years when you started trading? If the answer is no, I would say that'll be the first place to start, because you even said probably not enough. You know what I mean? If you haven't back tested any strategy that you're trading going back at least 3 years from the time that you learn the strategy, that would definitely be something that everyone needs to do. You got to start there first. So I would say just work on that. Work on that, because that is very important. That's going to give you the repetition that you need to understand how to implement a strategy better, right? What it is this. I know you know the strategy. I know you know how it works, all of that stuff, right? But what the back testing is going to do, it's going to give you the repetition. Just think of how many trades that you're going to take going back 3 years and back testing up until present, right? So being that you haven't done it, I would say today is Tuesday, June 16th. If you started whatever day you start, let's say you started today. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. Go all the way back, get your FX replay account, go all the way back to June 16th, 2023. Start there and then just come current and just back test. Think about how many trades that you're going to take. Now, of course, it's going to take you probably a few months to get done, right? That's okay. The good thing about FX replay, when you start a session, the session doesn't go away. So you start, you work on it a little bit for the day, you put maybe a good hour in, couple hours, whatever amount of time you can put in, shut it down. The next time you come back, that session is still there. So all the trades that you took prior to that day, they'll still be there. Go back in, do the same thing again, and then just keep going until you get to current. Then when you get to current, you're going to have 3 years of historical data, and it's going to give you a huge breakdown. The best days to trade your strategy, how much you won on this day, how much you won on that day, the days where it didn't do so well. You can have all of that stuff, and that is what you really truly need. And then with backtesting, then you can backtest whatever session you want. You can backtest overnight, you can backtest New York session, whatever you want to do. And like I said, you can set that session up in there. And then every day or every time you go in there, just go in there, backtest it, and just let that data keep compiling and compiling and compiling till you finish and you come to 3 years, or just come to wherever you are present. Because think about it, if you started it now today, you probably won't be done backtesting 3 years, just based on, you got family, your wife, you got children, all of that stuff. Let's say if it take you 3 months from now, right? So July, August, September. It may take you 3 months to get through 3 years. Literally, that's okay. Wherever you are, wherever you ended at, whatever the day is, that will be your day. You come to that present day, and then you check all of that data. So it says at the top of the morning, my brother. I used to trade Asia, but I never had a strategy for it. I just used support and resistance and wanted to trade just because. But the 5-0, it has helped me so much see the market. That's what's up. That's what's up. I have to get better at using runners to get some RBIs. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ty got a good strat. He just shared it. 5 micros, take 4 at TP1 or TP2 and leave a runner. That's a good strat. T-Tasha, you're welcome. No problem. Trent, when are we doing another back test? It'll probably be a little minute. Before we do one. But we'll do another one. We'll have to do it'll probably be another, that one was live, but moving forward, like stuff like that, I'm just going to start making it members only. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I'm going to start making stuff like that members only is because I know for sure the members we're going to come in with already the knowledge that's needed to, move on with whatever it is that we're back testing. And it has nothing to do with the newbies or anything like that, or being a newbie. It's just better for everyone else because I have to think about everybody else. You know what I mean? Like that's why the last back testing session, I wanted to make sure everyone knew how to use the tool before, before we started doing that, because I didn't want the back testing sessions to turn into, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like I didn't want to turn into, how do I use FX replay? So, but we'll do one. We'll do another one some months down the road. We'll definitely get another one in. Trent, do you have like levels For volume, used to gauge a market, meaning like 10K volume in the middle. No, I don't use that. JR, that's what's up, my brother. Appreciate you. Welcome. Lacria, welcome. All y'all became members. I just appreciate y'all. Everything's selling like crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of normal, right? When we go back to charts, what old man said, he said, old man said something. Let's jump to the chart, y'all. We'll jump back to tip of the day and expand on that. Yeah, everything's dumping right now. Let's see. Let's check some. Let me check this news. What's this? Potential signing of U.S.-Iran memorandum of understanding is currently scheduled for Friday, June 19th at the Bergen Stock in central Switzerland. Hezbollah has received promises from Iran that it will not sign final nuclear deal with the U.S. unless Israel withdraws from Lebanon. Hezbollah. Okay, let's go. This news. What we got? This says. What did he say? This was 4 hours ago. All right, let me go back. Okay, that's for Japan, so that don't really have anything to do with us. Oh, whoa, what the heck? This man say. All hell will break out if Iran tries to get a nuclear weapon. That was 4 hours ago. Okay, so that's really no big deal. Nothing there. So I'm what was this? 650, 734. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where that's coming from. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. Might have to check Truth Social. But yeah, market is. I believe market is doing what? What is it doing? It's recovering, right? It's recovering from. This is unhealthy price action, right? Unhealthy meaning price just can't continuously just go up, right? Just like price can just continue to just keep going down all the way down. It has to recover. So this is just price, in my opinion, resetting itself. Let me put on my order blocks and see if we have any order blocks down there. Yes, a couple order blocks there and here. Now, could price be coming to close this gap? Don't know. But I know one thing, at some point it's going to close it. So we'll see. We'll see. It could be. I don't pay for it though. Yeah, you could pay for it because this is what I get. The feed is delayed. Get 3 months of Pro or Elite for the price of one. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. It's delayed by, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes because this here is 7:24 and it's 7:36 right now, and I'm gonna start paying attention to how much is delayed. I'm gonna start paying attention to that. But it says that, but I don't care. Forex Factory is cool because it's real time data and it's free. So yeah, but I'm not paying for that. Only if I really truly needed to, and I don't think none of us need to pay for that. It's not going to help anything. You've got Forex Factory, and I mean, that's just as good. Now, Financial Juice has some stuff on there too, but also too, I don't know how delayed it is, but that's something I would have to do some research on. Yeah, because absolutely peak, I would say, because we got an order block. Yep. Bunch of little consolidation, couple of swing highs right here. This could be definitely a significant level. But yeah. So let's jump back into our tip of the day. Let's get back there. So remember, confidence is built through screen time. You have to put the time in. You have to understand the ticker that you're trading. I mean, let's ask. And you ask yourself, how much time did you put in? How much screen time did you put in before you went live? Everyone. How much time did you put in before you went live? Y'all let me know in the chat. How much time did you put in before you went live? Me, I put in, I'm going to answer the question as well. I put in, What I put in? I put in a little too bright. I put in, let's see here. I would say about 3. Right at about 3 months. Yeah, right at about 3 months. I put in before I went live. Yep. Like 2.5 weeks before I bought a prop. Yeah, unfortunately a little too early, Kiara, but that's okay. No big deal. Just something that, you know, there's some time that you gotta put in. I mean, the thing is, you've been putting in time with us, right? Being here. So this has helped. This has helped too. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Thanks for pointing that out, Bottom. And that's the other thing too. What you say, Kiara said that beginner's luck is amazing though. That is too funny. Right? 1 month. Mike, 6 months. That's dope. That's the other thing. Thanks for pointing that out, Bottom. And also too, FX Replay will let you know the time that you invested. That's the other thing too that I like. It keeps up on that. Yeah, that's another cool thing. Let's see here. LaCria, I'm in a little over 2 months now, and I feel more ready and confident than before. Absolutely. 2 months, like Juvier said. Miss Impress said should have been 6. Absolutely. I say screen time, at least 2 to 3 months. Back testing, going back 3 years. That'll take you 2 to 3 months to get that done, depending on how much time you have. That's a pure screen time of back testing. That's cool. About three months as well, Paula Trade stated. He said, "On my mama at Kiara, you ain't lying, right?" She said that beginner's luck is amazing. No, I love the honesty though, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. That is funny. I love it. I love it. Jerry Jack, I was waiting on you to answer, my brother. 2 months of watching videos and studying, then I jumped in head first. That's what's up, Ty. I was waiting on you, Jerry Jack. I knew you was somewhere. I thought it was 6, but you said 5 months. That's good. 5 months. That's a long time. And I'm not saying a long time like, man, that's a long time. Like not in that regard. In the regard of a long time to allow yourself to how would I say get comfortable, get everything in front of you, because I tell y'all, like, it takes 5 months. At least it took me 5 months just to get everything in front of me, meaning knowing exactly what I was looking at. Like knowing like contract rollover, I'm on the right contract, I got the right data, like all those things, like all the things needed to, be ready to trade. My charts, have my charts set up correctly, the right indicators. Of course, at the same time, I was, learning strategies and back testing, but I'm saying it still took 5 months to get everything in front of me, like making sure I'm checking news, making sure I had the right platforms, connect to the right platforms. Like I had my Forex Factory. I didn't have Financial Juice. That's something that I just got this year. But, just all those kinds of things. You know what I mean? Like understanding my fair value gaps, understanding swing highs and lows. Like it took about 5 months just to get everything in front of me. I didn't master it, but to understand like what I'm looking at and what I need. Now that's just 5 months right there for me. It took some time. Morby just said 1.5 months, but since March, I've been putting in so much back testing since then. That's what's up. And that's pretty much how you have to do it. So just remember, confidence is built through your screen time. I'm sure Mr. Payout was super confident at month 5 than he would have been at month 1, right? And something else someone said. LaCria said, I'm a little over 2 months now, and I feel more ready and confident than before. Absolutely. So just imagine, the more screen time you put in, the more back testing that you do, you're going to be more confident. And that's what we need. We need confidence, because then you have an understanding of what's going on. It's very, very important. That's why I always stress that. That's why I always ask these things. It's because it's not, like I said, I'm not calling out anyone. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that it's very important to have your screen time in through your back testing. And just like I said, just understanding how the ticker moves. Todd, do you mind me asking what South Country prefer? With that strat I have on the K50K, I'm ready to purchase more since things have gone so well with the strat. Sure. Experience, thank you. Yes, screen time has really increased my confidence. Really, no shortcuts. Absolutely, there are no shortcuts. Yeah, for sure. And even in that time, I pass on limit orders. Right. Gotcha. You taught me limit orders in the past month. That's what's up, bro. Glad that helped. And y'all can see how the limit orders are a lot better. I was the same way too. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but I had stated that. I was like, Scalp was telling me, you still market ordering? And I'd be like, yeah, man, I can't do the limit order stuff. Just in my head. What you mean you can't do the limit order stuff? That makes no sense, right? I even had to check myself. Like, what do you mean? That makes no sense. You're just so used to doing one thing, and it's time to leave that alone and move to what's going to work best. And it's sometimes, and I'm a person that I accept change like very well. I'm super coachable. I'm easy, but I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why I was fighting with that. Like I said, that's just being in your head, because when you understand trading, you already know limit order is way better than market ordering. Unless like a market order is cool. Like if you're full port, not that I would recommend that. You know what I'm saying? Like what I told y'all I was doing on my demo account, when I know we would have good news on like a Friday, like a earnings would come out on a Friday. And I know when that Sunday comes out, like when market opens on Sunday, is we going to gap up and we going to have so I would like market order in on that, because you can't limit order in on nothing like that, right? You're trying to catch that move. So I was demo trading that, and that's what I call like full porting. I don't recommend doing that unless you really truly practiced it. But let's be honest, that's not a healthy way to be trading, But yeah, so screen time, and there are no shortcuts. Remember that. Screen time, and there are no shortcuts. Very, very important to understand that. So, you're a market orderer, got you. Limit and stop. Limit is a battle. It depends on how you trade. It depends on your strategy, but I can tell y'all, limit orders are the best thing going. Yep. And stop limit, I just think people get confused with that. People don't even realize, like, it can be confusing, but it's actually super simple. A limit order is nothing but an entry. Nothing but placing your entry at a particular price point, and you're saying, I'm just going to wait for price to get there before I enter in a trade. And then a stop limit, that's all. It's a stop loss. Yeah, stop limit is a stop loss. That's all that is. I don't know. I don't trade on Volumetrica. Which is one of the reasons why I don't trade my 5TF accounts. Is one of the reasons why I don't trade them. I don't trade them because I'm waiting for the last integration. I want to be able to put them in my copy trader. I don't want to use Volumetrica's copy trader. I don't trade on Volumetrica. I don't like the charts. I'm not saying the charts are bad, because a lot of people like them. I know Serena likes them. I just don't like them. I like the way that I trade. And me, I don't want to trade on two different charts. That's just who I am. I've been trading on TradingView. That's all I want to trade on. Or if I was to go to NinjaTrader, then I only want to trade on NinjaTrader. Like wherever I'm at. I'll never trade on TradeOvate. TradeOvate is trash. The trading charts are trash, in my opinion. TradingView, I'm a TradingView junkie. I tell everybody that all the time. There you are. Thank you, T. Pruitt. I was gonna say I'm almost assuming that you could, because I'm almost assuming that you could, but but I didn't want to give the wrong information. So random, but scalping on the phone feels like a game. Just me. Oh, turn on chart trader. Gotcha. See, y'all on there. Okay, Trent, I did a limit yesterday with the price and it tapped me in early. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Oh. It's maybe the way you did it. Now you have to send me a video of like what you're doing. If it tapped you in early, then it's the way that you initiated the trade did not go using TradingView, Lucid Flex. Got you. Yeah. So I'm sure when you did your limit order, I already know what you did. I know exactly what you did. At least I think I know what you did. I have assumed what you did. Let me get out of here and let me get in my demo account. I'm almost sure I know what you did. Let's see here. Let me get there. Let me get my credentials. Pain in the butt sometimes. Okay. Let's do it like this then, since you want to be difficult. Let's go here. That got to be correct. Y'all playing. I know it's correct. That's my account. What you talking about? And that is it. That is it. That is it. That's my account. Interesting. I think I know what it could be. That's the problem. There we go. I don't know why it does that. You go to put your account in and it like spaces. It's weird. All right, cool. So C-Dub, I'm assuming this is what you did. You went in here. You went in here and you set a limit order like this. I'm assuming that's what you did. I recommend manually setting your limit orders or use the long and short position tool. So setting a limit order is just as easy. Let's say I'm going to take a sell right here, right? I'm going to use this plus sign and there it is right there. Sell, stop limit. That's an entry. There it is. And I'm going to wait for price to tap me in. Let's say I'm going to take profits. It's going to be a buy limit. You just got to understand, what these different things mean. Once it taps me in, then I'm going to set my stop loss. Let's say my stop loss is up here. I don't recommend placing your stop loss on your chart when you're manually doing this until you're tapped into the trade. In the event the trade spikes up, something crazy happens, something dumb happens, and boom. Let's see here. When we did the reentry on the 5-0, yep, exactly. Okay, so then it shouldn't just tap you in. You got to you have to put at your price point, right? And you got to wait for it to tap you in. If you're doing it this way, there's no way that it can tap you in immediately. So. He said it's op 8, op 8, op 8, op 8, op 8, op 8. Good luck, my brother. See, Moody's funny. But yeah, this is how you place your limit order. If you do it this way, there's no way it'll tap you in a trade, because you're not doing anything to initiate. You're just putting an order on the chart. Now, if you do a limit order in here and you use this is going to throw you off. I don't recommend doing this. This is super confusing, because most time, like it says limit, right? But when I hit it, it's going to just enter me in a trade. See? Is that a limit order? Not really. Not really. It's not a limit order. So I don't recommend doing it this way. So the way I recommend doing it is to manually put it on your chart. Use your mouse, find the price point that you want, use the plus sign. If you can't find the price point, then you need to expand your screen. And then what that'll do is that'll allow you to go through each price point tick by tick, and you can get that exactly where you want it and set it, and it's there. And it won't tap you in until it won't initiate a trade until price taps you in. Period. That's how you want to do it. Let's see here. For those that don't know, this is how you type bullets on a Mac. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome, my brother, anytime. I love day trading because it reminds me of my athletic days. You know what you get when you know what you get, what you put in. Want to run faster, do sprints. Want to shoot better, take shots. As athletes, we know practice works. Facts. That's why I attribute trading to being a trader to being an athlete. Boom. And then you saw that. I'm sure you saw that, C-Dub. That's how you would get tapped in. Yep. Bam. Now, let me say this. You can also use the long and short position tool as well. And that's another way that you can also just kind of do a set it and forget it. What indicator are you using for the dotted lines, highs, low? I got your Big Cam, Texas. That will be swing high right here. This one. It is this one. Swing high, low support and resistance by Pattern Smart. Swing high, low support and resistance by Pattern Smart. Just go here, type in swing high, low. This list is going to be this list is going to fill up, and just find the one by Pattern Smart. And then that's it. And it's all default settings. Only thing I've changed is the colors of the highs and lows, but everything else is default settings. All right, let's keep going. So that's why I always go back to market order. Well, now you ain't got to go back, C-Dub. You in there now. So you ain't got to go back to market ordering. I put in a big stop loss in the order panel, then drag it when I want, just so I have a safety net. Yep, that's another way you can do it as well. Yep, you can do that as well. Like, there's many ways, but the best thing I would say is you got to play with that. You know, let me move my TV out the way. Let me move my old school floor model TV with the aluminum foil on the antennas out of the way. I would recommend get on your demo account and get in here and just play with stuff. Understand how this works. Use these take profits. Put in a stop loss. See what that does. You know what I'm saying? Like, change your contracts. Like, all that stuff. Like, go in here, play with this. Learn it. Or jump on YouTube. Go to YouTube and learn how to do that. I haven't made a video. I've been thinking about making a video on how to use TradingView. It's going to be a long one because there's a lot of tools on here. So that's something that I'm eventually going to do. But I would say, like, until that time, like, go in here and play around. That's how you learn. You know, like, play around with it. Just get on your demo account. You can make all the mistakes you want there. Just think about that. You can make all the mistakes that you want. So that's what I would recommend. He said, I'll be free now. Right? Seriously. I'm telling you, that little small tweak to your game makes it so much easier, man. It makes it so much less stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like, so where you could just go in and just find where you want. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna take. Look, it's like you say, I'm taking this. I'm gonna take this trade if it breaks this low right here. And it's set. You're ready to go. Like just that quick. What that took, couple of seconds, 2-3 seconds, and done. You don't even need what I like. You don't even need the order. You don't even need the order panel. You don't even need it when you're doing it yourself. It's another thing that I like about being able to do that. And then boom, and then we're tapped in right where you want it. Let's say my stop loss is going to be right here at this previous swing low. Okay, cool. Buy stop, because we know what? We're in a sell. So it got to be a buy stop, right? And then let's say you're like, I'm going to take profits right here at 34.80, right? Well, not quite 34.80, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right? That'll be a buy limit. Boom. Now it's set. Of course, you would want a better R&R, but I'm just using it for example purposes, right? Then check this out. You can slide this. You can slide this. You can slide this. You can actually trail your trade if you want to. You can trail it. It gets all the way down here. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna let it run, and you can trail it. And you can just move this around where you want. I just feel like it's just a ton more flexibility, way more flexibility, and you're in more control. He said, "Scram your order panel," right? I was so pissed last night at Tammy. Yeah, bro. Thank you, Bottom, and I appreciate you. Trade, travel, eat, pray, love. Do you know how to get rid of the watch list panel on the right? Yeah, right here. All you gotta do is click that. Bam, bam. Yep. All you gotta do is click that. That's it. And that gets rid of it for you. That's your watch panel. This is your alerts if you have any alerts. This is your data window for everything that you have on your charts. This right here is just if you want to, if it's like a chatting window, you can chat. You can chat with other folks. So if you want to, there's people in these communities. Ain't nothing I do. You can choose if you want crypto community, if you want indices, you want gold. These are basically trading view chats. It's their chats. Natural gas, people just chatting depending on what they trade. So that's just another little tool in there if that's something that you want to do. But yeah, let's see here. I did market orders for so long when I was trading minis, but I don't know. I fell out of love with it. Right? I like limit orders. Right. You're welcome. You're welcome, travel. Trade, travel, eat, pray, love. I love your name too. It's dope. When you leave SL on in the panel, it automatically sets it when you set it up by clicking it on the chart. Yeah. It automatically sets it for you. I just like to do it manually, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I just like the only set it and forget it I do is when I use a long and short position tool. I just like to. I'm a creature of habit. I've been doing it this way for so long. Like I love to just set mine myself and put it where I want, and not rely on the system, for certain things. For that, I just like to just do it myself. It's the way I learned and the way I've been doing it, and I really truly like it that way. I only mess with the order panel when I am setting my long or short position tool. When I know I'm going to leave, I'm going somewhere, and I just want to make sure that if I do get tapped in on this trade, that my stop loss is set. The only way you can do that is by using a long and short position tool. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the only way you can do that. And of course, that's also combined with the order panel, because you need both to be able to do that. But yes, talk to me. What about swing high, swing low? C-Dub, shoot. And I'm gonna have to jump off in about 13 minutes. I have a call at 8:30. Oh, got you. I see what you're saying, Mood. Yeah. If that's what works for you, my brother, yeah. I would absolutely say that. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. All right, so let's jump back. C-Dub, what about the swing high low you want to talk about? we'll talk about that, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump off. Let me know, my brother. How you use it? I use swing high lows. I use them for targets. I use them for my strategy. Because in my strategies, I need market structure shift. The only way I would know and identify my market structure shift is by my swing highs and swing lows. So the indicators I use on my chart are for the strategies that I use. So of course, 5-0, we don't need strategy. We don't need any indicators for that. 15-minute banger, we don't need any indicators for those. Those are two trades based on structure, based on candle structure, right? Those 5-0 and 15-minute banger. So there's really no indicators for that. The DS, A+, definitely need indicators for those. And it's the 4 indicators that I have: swing high, swing low, VWAP, 50, and fair value gaps. So that's why I have those indicators on my chart. And also too, with the swing high, swing low, it helps you identify your highs and lows. You need to know where your swing highs and your swing lows are, right? That's how you identify break a structure, change a character. That's how you can confirm which way the trend is going. Are we having a trend reversal, or if we're having a trend continuation? So swing highs and swing lows are very, very important to have on your chart, even if it's not a part of your strategy. But I guarantee you, well, I would say this. I guarantee most strategies, you're going to want to know your swing highs and swing lows, because they help give you a bird's eye view into price action. Because you know what, if the market is trending either bullish or bearish, when the market is trending bullish or bearish, how do we know if it's continuation? How do we know if that pullback is continuation or if it's a trend reversal, right? Well, the first thing that we're going to have, if it's a pullback, is we're going to have a break of structure, right? That's a pullback, and that's normal. Break a structure, and then price continues on in the direction that was going. That's how we know the trend is still there, whether it's bullish or bearish. Now we have a break of structure and a change of character. Think about what I stated. Change of character, then we know what? This is a reversal. It's going in the other direction, because we had a change of character. And then from there, you want to see what? To be able to confirm that the reversal is going to continue, you want to start seeing, let's say it was going bearish, you had a break of structure, then you had a change of character, and now price is going bullish. And now what's the next thing you're going to look for? Higher highs and higher lows. As long as you keep seeing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, then you can confirm that this was truly a reversal, and that now we are trending bullish. Same thing if it goes bearish. You know, the first thing you want to do, if its trend is buying and it pulls back and you see a break of structure, you're okay. Now, in order to have a confirmation that the trend is changing, you would need a change of character. And then to confirm that, you would need to see what? Lower highs and lower lows, right? That will confirm the trend now is bearish. So having your swing highs and swing low points are going to help you identify that much easier. So that's why they're very important, and that's how you use them. When you get a chance later, I send my progress on my new account. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Kiera. I definitely go check that out. Any more questions? Any more concerns? Have an 8:30 appointment, 8:30 phone call. So I want to prep a little bit before that. But other than that, if we have no more questions, we're going to get up out of here for today. Today, we showed up. Both of our strategies, both of my strategies were invalidated. One wasn't invalidated. One was too close to be able to even get an entry. That would have been the DS. And then once price touched the daily level, that definitely invalidated that trade. And then for the 15-minute banger, that trade got invalidated because what? The 630 candle did not close bearish as the 615 candle was bearish. So being that 630 didn't close in the same direction as the 615 candle, that now became what? That trade became invalidated, unfortunately. So today we sat on our hands, we exercised discipline. For those that did make money today, log out of your accounts. Do not give that back. Do not go back into the market. Keep your charts up and just, pay attention to the ticker. And remember, confidence is built on screen time. There are no shortcuts. So take your time and learn the ticker that you're trading. So remember that. Appreciate you, Sin. He said I have a lot to go back and watch today. That's what's up. Appreciate all of y'all, though. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the questions. I appreciate the ideas. Y'all got ideas, just shoot them to me. Just shoot them to me. I'm not, put like this, I've never seen a bad idea. Literally, I've never seen a bad idea. Whether I do it or not, that's a whole nother conversation. But I've never seen a bad idea. Y'all have ideas, shoot them to me. Y'all know how I think. I always got my grandparents' way of thinking, right? That wise way of thinking, right? Two heads are always better than one. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of everything. I know I have good ideas. I'm intelligent, but y'all intelligent too. And y'all have great ideas as well. You know what I mean? So, there it is. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So if you have any ideas, like hit me up. Even if you don't hit me up in the comment section, you can hit me up. You can DM me. Y'all know, just DM me on Discord. That's always the best place to DM me. Don't DM me on YouTube. I mean, if you leave comments on YouTube, that's one thing, or comments on IG or TikTok or X, that's cool. But if you're gonna DM me on Discord. All right, what we got? One more thing. Thanks, Trent. I appreciate you. Oh, I like that. JR, I like that. KTM, kidnap the money. I like that. Let's see here. What do you say? Thanks, Trent. I appreciate you tolerating my silly comments. My coping mechanism for trading stress is humor. Yeah, it's all, bro. It's all good. I think it keeps the chat. I think it keeps the chat going, and it helps engage with everything that we have going on. So absolutely, my brother, keep it coming. Is it normal to have slow days and pretty much no profit or loss? Yeah. So I don't know how you say your name, but I'm just gonna say K. Froggy K. Since you have a emoji there, I like the emoji. Frog looks hella cool though. Froggy K. So remember, trading is a business. It's your business, right? And think about in business, there's days where you're gonna have no loss. There's days you're gonna have no profits. There's days where you're gonna have to pay business. You got bills to pay, right? And there's days when you're gonna have profits. So remember, when you think trading, don't think because we're trading, we need to be trading every day, trading all day. That's not trading. You shouldn't be trading all day. Period. So just remember, there's always gonna be days like that. And being the fact that we shouldn't be trading every day, when our trades invalidate, that just proves that we do not need to be trading every day. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So yes, that is normal. Absolutely normal. Double V3, hey. Oh, Kuna. Okay, cool. I was trying to just say it the right way, but Kuna's fine. Got it. Double V3, where would you at? I'm just teasing. It's all good. We'll be meeting again tonight. Yes, members only stream is tonight. Just make sure when you became a member, make sure you selected the notification bell so you get all of the subscriptions. Yeah, 4:55 Central, 2:55 Pacific, 5:55 Eastern. And if you go to the page, go to my YouTube page, you'll see everything is already set for the week. So our live streams for the morning and our members only streams, they're already set. Kiera said around then. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody who showed up today. Appreciate everybody who engaged today. Everyone that engages, all you're doing is you're making your how would I say, you're compounding positive habits, which of course are going to get you positive results for your trading game. So remember that engaging, when I ask questions or when we're doing stuff, engaging is not helping me, it's helping you. Even though I'm the one asking the question, it's still helping you. It's helping you with your game. It's helping you with your psychology. And that's what's important, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So with that stated, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I definitely see y'all, all the members tonight in the Genius Vault. Have a great remainder of your day. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And with that, we are signing off. Y'all be good. Catch y'all later. Yay.